Hello, everyone. Crystal here with your daily tarot reading for what is it, Wednesday? Yes, for Wednesday. And I hope each and every one of you are having an amazing day. Let's get right into Wednesday, which I want to say I love. I hate making blunt comments like that. But it feels good. It looks good. It looks better than yesterday, I could say that. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups upright, and the Emperor. All right, so the Two of Wands in reverse is, I heard sometimes you have to, what is it, stay along to get along? I don't know. I just think that this is kind of giving me the vibe of sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. And sometimes your best friend can be a Republican and you can be a Democrat and you all can still be best friends. Like at the end of the day, it comes down to the soul and the heart and the love that you have for someone, not rigid belief systems. So I don't know if a few of you are going to have like a difficult conversation today that needs to be had. I say have it. Don't get to this place of like really like trying to bash your opinions over their head. But every blue moon, I feel like we really need to stand in who we are and what we believe in, and be confident within that. And if people get offended and don't want to be our friend based off what we want to do, given as long as it's not like become a alcoholic for the rest of my life, and we've all been there, right? I'm not saying like if you're an alcoholic, like, you know please just bear with me, right? I'm saying as long as it doesn't hurt you, that's what I'm trying to say. As long as it's something that doesn't harm you, and even still, like they say, if people don't give your opinion, I guess don't give it. But every blue moon, you have situations where by you speaking up about who you are and what you believe in, or possibly even what you've been through in life, it can inspire the next person to keep going. So say it with your chest today. Now the Two of Wands in reverse, unfortunately, just like it did the other day, it will put a delay in plans, or maybe you think the day is going to go one way and you're kind of, oh, pull this way, then pull that way. Oh, and then you have to do this, and then somebody calls and asks you to do that. But you got it today. It's not anything that's like stopping you in your tracks or like making you super stressed out. I really like this. Yes, the Two of Wands in reverse can be disharmony with someone in your life, but the fact that the Two of Cups is here, you all, sorry if you're my baby in the background, but the Two of Cups here is saying that maybe you have that argument with someone, or maybe you realize someone isn't who you thought they were, or maybe it just isn't working anymore, or maybe you just don't love something that you once did. And what I love is Liza Ashley. Hello, hello. I miss you so much. Um, and maybe you call that friend, or maybe you get that word, or maybe somebody says something that just rings a bell. And it shows you that love is still there. Love is still possible. I think with the harshness that we deal with in the world and disappointment of life, we can get thrown off and we can feel like alone, or we can feel like, am I the only real person out here, or am I the only person who wouldn't do that to somebody? Like, am I alone out here? And you're not. Something shows you, with divine timing. Liza Ashley, I love, love, love you. I can't wait to chat with you. I know we normally do recorded readings. Liza Ashley is one of my favorite people in the world. She's super sweet. Sorry if you all are watching a replay. I'm talking to my friend in the comments, but yeah, the Two of Cups is like, love is still here. Don't let the world taint you and make you feel that just because people are disappointing, there still aren't moments of happiness and connection. Think about the love you have for your children, or the love you have for your father, whether they're with you or not with you, or the love you have for your mother, or the love you have for art, or your dog, or your cat. We all have something that we love. And I think that's just highlighted. And for some of you all, it might just be a friendship. It might be multiple different things. And I'm sorry to whoever said they lost their job. Today would actually be a really good day to put out an application. I know you probably already are. And I'm not saying that in like I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that to be rude. But today would be a great day to be like, you know what? How can I start fresh? Or what friend can I call upon? And if you're like, Crystal, I don't have anybody in my life, you know, and I mean this with all due respect. That's why we have like government agencies, and it ain't no shame in your game, okay? People like to act like they're holier than thou and never got a food stamp. Now, we all got a food stamp or bought a food stamp. No, I'm just playing. I know some of you might not have, but I know I'm an inner city American. I know all about it. So, you know, it's and I'm not saying that, and it's actually sad, you know, to be real, because some places, I talked to some of my sisters like in Detroit, and they have such a tough time. And I'm just like, why is there that state like that? But anyway, help is there today, regardless of what state you're in or where you are. Maybe it's not from your state. Maybe it's a, I don't know, maybe it's a nonprofit organization in a different state, but they're willing to help you. Maybe you're a woman out there who is in need of shelter or really wanting a home. Don't forget, you all, with the hype of the housing market, we forget about organizations like Habitat for Humanity. And you don't have to be, you know, no left eye and missing a right leg and, you know, have 10 kids for them to help you. And if anybody out there has a situation, I'm not making fun of you, but the people, you don't have to have all these super strict qualifications. I think you just have to be under a certain tax bracket. But what I'm trying to get at is whether you're alone, jobless, homeless, without a friend, somebody comes in today. Okay, and even if it's this daily tarot reading that inspires you to look and search and see, or start a YouTube channel about how your life turned to shits. You know, you never know. That one girl got famous off of making, you know, recording herself in a van with a anaconda or whatever the hell it is. You know, so you'd be surprised who cares about your story. You would, and that's what I love about like TikTok and different social media platforms and the Gen Z generation, and even the millennials, very accepting of the weirdo or the person who's not like anyone else. You know, my sister had me watching a video of this girl who has Tourette's, and like she's super famous on TikTok, and she's fucking hilarious. And I love that we're at a day and age to where we can laugh together and not laugh at people, and even them finding the joy within their illnesses. You know, I think that, yes, it can be very depressing to have depression, you know, but when you find solution to the problem, when you speak your truth, when you share your experiences with others, you be surprised, you know, even if it's for you, just to see your growth. You know, one thing I liked about following my weight loss journey was that I had to hold myself accountable by showing up for other people, whether they showed up or not. So sometimes when you can even just go back and look at how far you come, it is a blessing. So just keep that in mind. Last but not least, we have the Emperor in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse is stability, security, structure, maybe the man in your life coming up. For good or for bad, but most times for good. The Emperor is the powers that be. It is structure in our life, and it is stability. So it's funny that we're having these conversations of, you know, like Two of Wands in reverse, and, you know, being unemployed or something going wrong, getting thrown off your course. But the Two of Cups comes in like, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We might be at the beginning of that tunnel, but it is there. So overall, I like today, you know, so, right, we'll have to see what happens. I always record these a day before. But in general, if I could give you any advice today, it would be see yourself in the people who you love and see yourself in the people who you hate. Because the more you see yourself in the things that you resent or love, the more you can get out of this day. The more you'll understand yourself, and the more you'll understand the psychology behind who you are, which will make you very appreciative for days like this. So, have a great one. If you all like these videos, please hit that like button. It takes just a second, but it helps this channel grow, and it helps me be able to make these daily videos. And I hope everyone has an amazing one. I'm sending you a whole lot of love and prosperity, and I'll talk to you later.